Tuesday night baseball from Denver, Colorado and Coors Field. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. The race for the division continues to heat up as two of the best square off next. Tyler Anderson gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
In now is John Jay, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Blackmon on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. The relay throw, and Jay will make it around to third. He's got a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Parra sprinting after it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
One out, nobody on. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More ahead from Denver right after this. Robbie Ray will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Now in the box, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. Hard hit ball to second. 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
In is Gerardo Parra. It was a 2-for-5 effort from him in the series finale on Sunday. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. This one's down to third. And boy, disaster reverted that time as the throw takes the first baseman right into the baseline, but he makes the swipe tag and gets out number 2. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's hitting .437. He's also hit 3 home runs. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 1-0. Stepping into the box, David Peralta, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Nope. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is taken for strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Peralta aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. 1-1 the count to Jake Lamb.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
1-2.
Runners on first with 1 down. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. After it is Blackman, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Leading off for the Rockies, 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. 2-0 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Way in front of that fastball.
when you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 on its way. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he misses again. 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, John Jay. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He ripped a triple to open up the game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As he'll take a look at ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Ball 2-2. Two out, nobody on. This is hit high and deep out to left. Desmond looks up into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone when he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back easily. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Leading off the inning, Ian Desmond, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. In now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit in the air out to left field. Peralta's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Tyler Anderson.
Stepping up now, Tyler Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Way out in front.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 2-0. So striding in, David Peralta. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside. A changeup over the inside corner. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher David Peralta. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The catcher, number
Standing in now, John Ryan Murphy.
John Ryan Murphy.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. There's a changeup over the outside corner. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0. Is in there for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Here's Echeverria now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. 2 out, nobody on. Driven nicely into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. Settling in now, Robbie Ray. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Here's a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But the D-backs tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 Arizona. Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. LeMahieu is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
The right fielder, number 8, Roberto ARI.
Digging in to try it again. Gerardo Parra comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. Now a bunt attempt here. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peralta's under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Rockies strand one. They trail it here 3-0. In now is John Jay. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
John Jay.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. At third, Arenado. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Ready once again, Eduardo Escobar. He went deep last time up. First offering on its way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Running hard. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. Digging in once again, A.J. Pollock. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, as the Diamondbacks have extended their lead now 5-0.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Striding in once again, David Peralta. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. Is in there for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
5 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Bounce to first. McMahon's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Halfway home tonight from Denver, it's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Rockies nothing. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Here he comes on 2-0. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count remains full. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Colorado, left fielder,
So digging in now, Ian Desmond. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Carlos Estevez is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Carlos Estevez.
Stepping in, John Ryan Murphy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
John Ryan Murphy.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind it 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Up next for Arizona, Jake Lamb. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. From the stretch. Missed with a breaking ball. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle. Story scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop,
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Adeiny Echeverria. He doubled his last time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Diamondbacks down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Pollock. He's there and records the first out.
The pitcher, number 54, Carlos Estevez.
David Dahl will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
David Dahl.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In is Gerardo Parra as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Dahl leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out.
1 left for Colorado. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Zach Roscoe is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 60, Zach Roscoe.
At the plate, Robbie Ray. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. This is line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
In now is John Jay. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Roscoe is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch in a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. A play at the plate.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult a play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it. E6 all the way.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. And their runners at the corners now. Now they'll snap one off over to the bag. Just keeping him floating. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Blackman's after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Charlie Blackman. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Blackman behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing their bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Arenado leads off first with 1 away. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta's after it. And that's the third out. Rockies strand one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Mike Dunn has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Mike Dunn.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
David Peralta.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-1 home. Spins into the zone for a strike. Hit out toward second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Ready now, John Ryan Murphy. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's 1 for 3. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Dunn, originally from the state of New Mexico, he was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adeiny Echeverria. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Murphy on second. Lamb is over at first with one away. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. LeMahieu on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hit down the third baseline. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
Here's Ryan McMahon now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 now. Runner at third here, nobody out. 3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Here's the 3-1. Here's a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Tony Walters will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Nope,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
21.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Lamb is up with it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade it out for a run that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A fastball that just misses inside. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 now. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The 2-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. D-backs out in front, 5-1. Welcome back to the 9th inning from Coors Field in Denver as we get a nice shot of the city here tonight. Brian Shaw enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Daniel Descalso will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Shaw, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom 3rd of the order you have to go right after.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, John Jay. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Ripped toward the gap in right. Descalzo rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Eduardo Escobar will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Jay stands at second with no outs. Sliced hard but foul. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Blackman is over. 1 down.
First baseman number 44,
Stepping up to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. His numbers against Brian Shaw. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. 2 down.
center fielder, A.J.
So here's the cleanup hitter, A.J. Pollock, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded on the move. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Rockies 1. Andrew Chafin will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Andrew Chafin.
At the plate, Gerardo Parra. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's set, and the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
You see that so much, left-on-left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
Hit back toward the mound, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
there's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Chafin, a 27-year-old who was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
0-1, here it comes. Lined into left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Over at second. Blackmon on at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Peralta. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
I got to count 2-2.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you could have.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Second and third, 2 away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 3-1.
The count is 3-1.
The 3-1. Liner toward right center. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. As he arrives at second without a play as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Here comes the first pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
0-1.
Behind 0-2 now. Last strike now for Colorado. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw in time for the final out, and the Diamondbacks have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Robbie Ray picks up his team-leading 13th win as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks: 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rockies, 3 runs on 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game RTD trains on the C line to Mineral and the E line to Lincoln are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available outside Gate B on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the National League West, the Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 3-2. The Giants went deep 4 times as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-2. The Blue Jays smacked 15 team hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-2. The Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-1. The New York Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-0. The Nationals totaled 11 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-0. Matt Bush earned the 3rd W of his season, leading Texas to a victory over the Red Sox 7-4. Alex Wilson collected win number 2 on the year as Detroit took care of the Rays 4-3. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they blew out Baltimore 8-0. The Redbirds snapped their 7-game losing streak as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 6-4. The Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 1-0. The Twins left fielder, number 20, had 3 hits on the day, leading Minnesota past the Royals 4-3. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. D. Gordon made history by hitting for the cycle as the Mariners pushed past the Angels 15-2. He is in the top 5 in the American League in hits. Paul Blackburn twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen as the Athletics defeated the Astros 1-0. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.